Because the way we left it in the main story, this place was overrun with high-level Telethia that I could not defeat right now. There's also one of the Nopon in here that we need to rescue, so that's a thing. But anyway, let's see what happens. It looks pretty run down to me. Welcome to the Imperial capital of Alchemoth. More like welcome back to it. But, yeah. Looks a little jacked up, but still the same place, right? Totally. The escalators are broken. No.
It's good to be back.
Home of Miss Melly needs some weeding. Housekeeping been slacking off.
Very true. We'll have our work cut out for us. What is it?
Look up there.
Rutro.
What is that thing?
It's the foggy monster.
Hole in sky.
Or
That's
the
simply
butthole
Impossible.
This world
thing.
is still in its early days. That could explain the instability. That, or it's still being reborn.
Does that really explain this?
It could do.
That Fog King creature. Is it from...
It's a possibility.
In that case, it may well be lurking nearby. Let's stay together and keep a close lookout.
King of Fog not scary to Kino. Kino, how about turn around and toe to face? Bye-bye-bye.
Got him.
Gotcha. Little joke there. No, big meanie. Mama?
Meh, meh,
A
meh.
child's voice. Where?
Up there!
Up there. Okay. That sounded like a Nopon scream, too. Like it was high pitch enough. Well, even though we're in a hurry. Hello, little Nopon. Shall we help you first? Qualified, certified, extrovertified. Dry. His name is Dry. Dry. What number would that be? Dry. What number would you be? Let me think. Dry. What number would you be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't even know. Dry. They wouldn't break the pattern? What do you mean when they wouldn't break the pattern? That they're all named after a number? I'm just trying to figure out like what number he's gonna be. I'm sure he's a number. Maybe it'll make sense if we really think about it, but Dry or Dry doesn't ring any number bells in my head, but maybe it is in another language? Or it's supposed to sound like 3-3 maybe? Like Dry, 3-3? Maybe? Anyway. I have to go find a bunch of bird people? Wait, what does he want me to do? I don't really care what he's asking. Just, I'll do whatever he needs me for the sake of Dry. Bring feathers. Okay. 5 Hyentia feathers in Alchemoth. You got it. You got it, dude. We can make that happen, Captain. Are there monsters here? I'm kind of okay to make this my, like, quest of choice. Can we only look at ones that I don't... Yeah, here we go. That's what I want. This one. There we go. FOI, about 30 years ago, when times were simpler, there were about 10 to 15 pizza places within a mile of your house. Well then, that's a lot of pizza, sir. Can't say I've ever lived around that many pizza places, but honestly, that's too many to choose from. You know, whether they're all good, all bad, or you have every part of the spectrum of good to bad. That's too much pizza to choose from, sir. Most likely you had your favorite and you went there most of the time. So my guess is he's 3, or he's 6 for Dry because it's 2 3s. Am I missing Am I missing the other possibility here, DJ? Or, I mean, let's wait and see before we answer the question, I guess. But I'm sure it pertains to some number. Also, this landmark is still a landmark here. Nice. Okay. Noted. So the landmarks here in Alchemoth are going to be the same. Good to know. You found a list of all of them. That's probably the most absurd one. Okay, so this one's probably the weirdest named one. Noted. Noted. Obscure, weird. It's German. Okay. Okay. Well, it still sounds like 3 to me, so I'm going with 3. So he's either number 3 or he's number 6. That's my guess, and I'm sticking to it until we have the answer. So we'll see in a moment. Anyway, most of those pizza places were good. One you didn't like in spite of your family liking it. Okay, fair enough. Again, I want to fill in all the oh shit, Alchemoth has its own items. Okay, I wasn't expecting that actually. Okay, that's actually fine. I really was not expecting that. I came in here thinking, oh, they're all going to be Bionic Shoulder and we're done. Alchemoth has its own. Noted. All right, so we'll have to walk around in here to get all the blue items at some point. The walking around to fill in the Collectopedia feels like something I could totally do off screen and might do exactly that. Because between this session and the next session of this game, I will have almost a week because I'm probably not going to play this game until next Wednesday. So, yeah, we'll have time to work on any random stuff. But yeah, let's see what number this fool is. I'm actually quite curious. He is number... 1-1 is Spectacular Leader. We measure, find treasure, pawn specters till we die, bitch! Hell yeah, level 64. He's number 3. Okay, so he is number 3. There you go. Dree, number 3. So I had the right idea in my head that it sounded like a 3. Union Strikes. By befriending pawn specters from all 3 teams, you have unlocked the ability to perform a special coordinated attack. Okay, so I have a red, yellow, and a blue now. Okay. Union Strike. Doing so requires spending 3 bars of the party gauge, but it deals damage to enemies, wide area of extra effects. There are 3 variations to choose from. Red Comet, Blue Caress, and Yellow Chaos. Red is for damage, blue is for healing and regen and a debuff immunity, and yellow is to do daze and strength down. Nice. And an AoE. More pawn specters you're able to befriend, the more powerful they'll become. Got it. When using Union Strike, while all 3 allies are capable of acting freely, an extra chance may sometimes occur. An extra chance lets you perform another Union Strike without the party gauge. Nice. Probably the extra chance occurring is higher the more pawn specters are in a state of high tension. After Union Strike, the party's tension. Okay, yeah. Got it. High tension, more strikes, more combos. Got it. Noted. Just looked up the meaning of Dree. Turned out the word dree, means 3 in German. Well, I pretty much... You pronounce it dry. Dry. I guess in German it would be like dry. That's my Russian accent. Trying to do a German accent. There you go. Alright, I just wanted to get that landmark, if I'm going to be honest. That's all. I'm going back to the center now. Yeah, I think it's fun to like guess what number these are going to be as we meet them, now that we know their names are weird. For what it's worth, that's also how Portuguese would pronounce DR. Drei. Ein, zwei, drei. Ein, zwei, drei. Un, dos, tres. 1, 2, 3. Alright, anyway, let's go save whoever was screaming for help. We got you! We come to help! We come to save thee! Canada Dry. You drink that fucking ginger ale, boy.
Over there.
That's a big smoky fog bird. Oh shit, it's actually a child Entia. I was expecting it to be a freaking Nopon for whatever reason. Smoky bird. It's Moltres. Dark Moltres. I don't know.
Wait,
T-Lan.
Miss Melia. You too, Shulk?
I think he's one of the kids we did quests for and stuff in the original, or the main game. I keep calling it the original. This is still the same game. It's just extra
We
shit.
can talk later.
It's covered in black fluffy mist. So the scary king of fog.
It looks more like Yveltal.
Maybe
Yveltal.
Let's give it our all.
Yeah, I guess so. That dark bird from Pokemon Y. Snowwall Teos. So it's not a special monster, it's just a Teos, which is just one of the birds. Good times. Put it to sleep. I'ma put your ass to sleep, boy. This may not end well. I may have gotten ahead of myself coming here quickly. If we get wrecked by this thing, then we got plenty of quests we could go do. But we could probably win this. We'll see. Get that chain attack, boy. Is the Night Watch nearby? Why? Because of the snow wall? The snow? Jon Snow wall? Roaring Thunder, motherfucker! Anyway, we got this fucker. He's done. He's done. You done, son? Get out of my house. You done. Damn, these no pawns don't fuck around, y'all.
King of fog all cleared up.
We can only hope. Look! The rift!
It's... Oh no! Look out!
It's out of control! The vagina is shooting lasers!
That beam!
What about it, Shulk?
That was the same attack that brought down the junks.
Then that would mean...
What in the
It looks
fuck are
Like
you?
we found our Fog King.
Yes, I
What
would
the
have to
hell
agree.
are you?
What now, Shulk?
We might as well try. Nay, nay.
Understand.
It won't work! You can't even land a scratch on it.
Melia! Kino!
Leave to me! Ye face full of pain!
Begone!
King of fog, bright dust!
It is just as Maxis said then.
Melia! Let's pull back!
That would seem wise.
That's pretty much what I expected. We'd go check out the place, get cucked, have to leave. That's almost exactly how I imagined that going. So there you go.
Okay, this should be far enough. Those things can't follow us all the way out here.
Oh? And you're certain of that?
Yeah, sure. The Telethia will keep us safe.
The Telethia will?
Well, that's what Radsum said. Though, I don't think they realize it themselves.
Ah. Right. Your mother was one of the affected.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't thanked you yet. Thanks a million for saving me back there.
Why were you alone in such a place? You could have been hurt.
Sorry, miss.
He get told? Pipe down, not on obvious.
I snuck in to gather research material. Then I tripped over some rubble and,
And that's when you were spotted, huh? Were you the one who activated the transporter?
Yeah, I was given special permission so I could conduct my research. That said, I normally don't go anywhere without Big Sis.
You have a sister.
Well, we're not actually related. We've just been living here together.
If I remember correctly, you wanted to transform Telethia back.
Yeah. Oh, hey! My lab's over on the far end of Zen's thoroughfare. You want to come with? We can talk more there, where it's safe.
You have your own laboratory.
Not as grand as my old one, mind.
We still don't understand the Fog King, or the monster that attacked Teelan. Maybe the Telethia are connected to all this. Teelan's research could help us make sense of it all.
Yes, indeed.
The thing that attacked... Ah, you mean the Fog Beast?
Fog Beast? Is that what you've been calling them around here?
Fog Beasts always appear around the Fog King, so the name seemed appropriate.
Makes sense.
Right, I'll be going on ahead.
You won't be guiding us on the way?
I need to clean up, else there won't be anywhere to stand. All right, see you.
Hey!
I'm a
wait.
fucking slob. So I'm gonna go clean it up before you get there. Okay, bye.
He's gone now.
What is it about science boffins? Always doing whatever they please.
Science boffins. Boffin.
He get
The
told?
fuck is a boffin?
He probably have it coming.
Shulk's like, what? I'm not a science boffin.
Thrice damned fools.
Motherfucker. I knew this guy was up to no good.
Will of the divine.
I knew this guy was up to no good when we met him with his fucking face. He had that punchable face that DJ said. He did not seem trustworthy. Oh shit, there's an art manual shop now? Awesome! You can exchange art coins for art manuals. Got it. You may obtain art coins when defeating unique monsters and fog beasts. Defeating a monster for the first time. I'm always going to do an art coin. Art coins received for unique monsters and fog beasts you defeat before the shop opens shall already be in your possession. Sweet. Sweet. Boffin is someone who studies something a lot, like a nerd. Well, that would be a very British term because I have not used that in my life or heard of it. But thank you for being British and knowing what it meant. Secret, appreciate it. Basically a nerdy know-it-all. Got it. Appreciate it. Got our British dictionary here with us. Bitchin'. Anyway, DJ was saying how he was listening to some book called Catch-22. Got about a quarter into it. Decided that the humor really wasn't for him. Fair enough. But he did share a paragraph that he did think was funny. Sure, that's what I mean, Doc Danica said. A little grease is what makes this world go round. One hand washes the other, you know what I mean? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Yossarian knew what he meant. That's not what I meant, Doc Danica said, as Yossarian began scratching his back. Feel like the humor is lost on me on that one. But then again, I don't know. Got a few more gems. I think until I go and try to upgrade my equipment to have more slots, because right now I only have like a couple slots in my equipment that I have equipped at the moment. Don't really need to equip many gems, so I'm not in a hurry to equip a lot of that stuff. And we haven't struggled too hard with anything other than that one monster that kicked my ass. You've not heard boffin for a person since you were at school, though maybe like 25 years ago? Jesus, okay. Fair enough. Is that just because the word nerd is so, like, universal now? Is that why? Fucking nerds. Fucking nerds. I want this blue item. That's the only reason we're fighting this fool. Because I'm a greedy bitch that wants this blue. A greedy bitch who wants his blue.
Let's keep this up.
Thank you. Give me my blue. My blue. No new ones though, huh? It could have been the delivery from the narrator. Yalsarian knew what he meant, so you completely expect him to be thinking of bribery. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, definitely lost in translation to me when I was just reading it out of context, DJ. So, yeah, didn't hit me. Sorry. You think slang just moved on, or only kids at primary school say it still, so you have no connection to it? You don't know any boffins? Sad world, man. The boffins are all dead. I want that red item, by the way, which means we're going to have to fight some quad wings. Oh, boy. Let's try and spread them out a little bit, maybe. Oh, my God. They're all going to fight me? Okay, hold on. That's too many things. Let me start that over. Merry boffins. I mean, we're going to need this red item for something. It's red for a reason, so let's just murder these squirrels. Oops, that was me just pressing the wrong button all around. Yeah, a wise man will pick them off one at a time. Anyway, the way you said earlier, you don't know Catch-22? Nope. Never, I mean, I know the phrase Catch-22. I'm sure like you said, it probably comes from the book, like that's the reference. But I've never read it, no. Even Frog the literary man hasn't read it, so there you go. And we're rolling in no pawn homies now. We got 4 little backup homies. Fuck yeah. That's a catch-22. Irony can be so painful. Friend shelterer? What the fuck? Okay. You shall witness our power! Our no pawn power! The power of our no-pawn brethren shall be upon thee. Alright, it's time to unleash. Let's see it. Union strike! Attack! Hell yeah, get him. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. Fuck. Busy. Ah! I'm too busy watching, and I'm not paying attention to the button presses. Oops. That was adorable, and I'm sorry it sucked so hard, but it still murdered the bird, so that's cool. I gotta pay more attention to the button presses. Those actually came in pretty fast too. I was not ready to press all those. It's okay. It's okay. I forgive myself. How big of me to forgive myself, am I right? Like when someone did all the work. Or did well at work, or answered the question. Boff, you fucking boffin, you know it all, mother. Ooh. No, I get the context of boffin now. Secret, you have explained it well. I might use it now, even though I'll totally forget. You find a lot of literary writing to be boring and pretentious. Great Gatsby, for example. I suppose. Catch-22. It's a satirical war novel telling chapters out of sequence from different points of view. Ah, okay. Well, could be interesting. Again, not something I am familiar with personally other than just knowing the name and the phrase Catch-22. So yeah, but definitely good to know.
I fear I approach my
Good to know the
limit.
context. Anyway, I'm just trying to get to this quest, whatever it is. This dang exclamation point over here bothering me. Wait, what? No arm move done. Defeat the Antals to rescue the woman. You got it, man. These are level 67. They're a little scurry. But we'll see if we can handle it. Spidey. Baidu no match for Kino. Kill the Baidus. Melt them. Melt their faces. Slit edge. Count breaker. All right, let's hit him with the AOE with the daze. Here we go. Fuck, I pressed it too early. Yo, it's a big old go-gall. Nice. Gotta love it. Nice. One left. No, wake me up. No, Melia died. Ah, feck. Right after we did the chain attack. That was fecked up, man. Man! That was fecked up. That wasn't cool. What happened to that quest? It's not there anymore? Anyway, the context of the text, the phrase itself is a military rule they made that I'll just paste, copied from the wiki. If one is crazy, one does not have to fly missions, and one must be crazy to fly, but one has to apply to be excused, and applying demonstrates that one is not crazy. As a result, one must continue flying, either not applying to be excused or applying and being refused. Wow. That is like a tongue twister almost. Jesus. When an author tells you in his cover letter that the story he sent you is the best one ever written because he's mastered writing female voices as a man. Wow. That doesn't sound pretentious at all.
Now you shall witness our power.
I was so close to winning. There's a movie. There's a Catch-22 movie? Really? That doesn't surprise me, actually. Honestly, that's probably what I thought it was, but almost every movie is based on some kind of novel, so... Or some kind of, you know, written source material, whether it's a comic or a book or a novel or some published something. Hey, that counted. We don't even have to kill them all. Bitchin'. Super sweet. Okay, cool. We saved you, Lafael. You're welcome. I really don't care what she has to say at all. 1970 movie. 7.1 on IMDb. Not as bad as you were expecting. They're called screenplays, Funky. I mean, that's not what I was referring to at all, Frog. Unless you're saying all... I don't know. Is a screenplay defined as something that was written first and then adapted into a screenplay? Is that what that means? Am I just now learning that right now? What screenplay actually, like, specifically means? Not all movies are sourced from other IP. No shit. I didn't literally mean every movie. I just meant a majority of them were written as some other source before they became a movie. I know for a fact that that's not true about everything. Of course not. That would be weird if every single thing ever was before it was a movie was written first. But I'm just saying a vast chunk was developed out of something. So you're saying screenplays are the ones that are just movies, and that's what they were written to be, or a show or whatever. Got it. Okay, sorry. The way you said that, out of context of what I was saying, made it seem like screenplays were the stuff that was written and adapted. But I'm assuming those are called adaptations, because that's what I call them. For example, Jean-Claude Van Damme's movies. Okay, I guess that's a good example. Fair enough. I would imagine a lot of martial arts movies aren't really based on anything other than maybe historical events. Anyway, thanks for coming to your stream as a dirty lurker. You must go to bed now. All right, Secret. Thank you again for the raid, sir. Appreciate it. And I'll dirty lurk anytime. Hey, hey, hey. Have a good night, man. Don't remind me of the Street Fighter movie, because then I got to think about how Raul Julia is dead, and that's sad. Raul Julia is hilarious. I mean, without really maybe meaning to be hilarious, but his delivery was amazing. He was so epic. And not just in Street Fighter movie. That movie is ridiculous, and he's one of the highlights of that ridiculous movie. But just him, I didn't know him from the Street Fighter movie when I was a kid. The movie I saw with him that I actually enjoyed were the Addams Family movies they did in the 90s. Those movies are hilarious. I love those movies. They may be cheesy as hell, but Raul Julia as Gomez Addams, incredible. He did a fantastic job. He's one of the highlights. His over-the-top delivery of being Gomez is amazing. He's probably my favorite character from those movies. He's too good. What the fuck? Where do these wolves come from? I was just trying to murder the big boy. Anyway, there's also a Catch-22 6-episode series on Hulu from 2019. But is it any good? .7 on IMDb. That's actually not bad. Not bad. Not a bad rating for an online rating site. That's for sure. There's also a Catch-21 game show. Actually, I think I've heard of that, Frog. I feel like I've seen the game show even. I'm trying to remember what that game show was specifically, though. Like, what kind of game were they playing? Was it like playing blackjack type of game for 21? I feel like it had something to do with blackjack. It had that 21 rules, you know what I mean? Have I watched the Halo show? Absolutely not. So when I first saw the trailer for the Halo show, I was like, man, that looks really cool. Looks really cool. But I bet you it will suck. And first reviews came back after the first episode. It was like, there was some cool action in the first episode, but then ever since the first episode, they've had almost no contact or cool fights since the first episode. And even in the first episode, it's like super short. It's just a taste, and they tease you. So that definitely took away my interest in even watching the show, even though I'm sure it looks cool when it needs to. But I've heard lots of bad things about what they did with the story. It's like, why do you gotta take away what's cool about Halo and just make it so lame? Make it so fucking lame. Bringing it full circle. Catch-21 was hosted by Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Nice. That's probably why I've seen the show. I think it did have a blackjack like theme, like where you had to like get close as you could to getting 21. Basically, you're playing blackjack hands. I think that's exactly what that show was. I think I remember seeing that show. I feel like he hosted a couple different game shows. What's his name? Alfonso something. Alfonso something. I know that. I think I need to get... By the way, I wasn't paying attention. What was the name of this... It was Fafora. Her name was Fafora, so she's probably number 4. Fafora! I didn't catch her name. Alfonso Rivero. Okay, that makes sense. The only game shows you watch are a few British ones. Taskmaster and QI. I don't know what either of those is, man. He's probably hosting something now. I have no idea. I don't watch a lot of regular TV or game shows anymore. I used to watch a lot of that shit when I watched regular TV a lot, but not so much anymore. Anyway, we have another quest boy over here. Let's talk to them.
I see.
What's up, quest boy? Give me your quest. Wait, what am I handing over? Something I already have, I guess? I guess it's something I already picked up for him. I found it somewhere already, so I don't have to do the quest now. We need to find his brother at Cinnabar Plateau. Okay. Search for the bangle on the high ground. You got it. I have the high ground, Anakin! Alright, so that quest is not done. Taskmaster's pretty great. May or may not be available on YouTube depending on the region and when you check it. Well, what kind of fucking show is it? It's a game show, so what do they have to do? Is it just like small little tasks? Everyone you complete, you get money? Is it that kind of show? Like, what's the game? Oh, does Alfonso host America's Funniest Home Videos now? Is that what he does? Really? That's cool. Hopefully these guys aren't too strong for me to defeat 3 of them. Get toppled on, son. No, wake up my healer. Shit, where'd she go? Where'd she go? Or he go? It's the little boy. Wake him up! Oh, we got one of them. Oh shit, I don't even have the shit to fucking wake him up. Shit. Alright, now he's good. Wait for me, though. Don't you kill Shulk. Damn it, killed Shulk. Dick. Don't you daze me. Fucking inconvenient Cromar. I'm gonna back up. Run away! Run away before you die! Alright. Anyway. They get some serious, some ridiculous tasks and have to compete to do them either better or faster, and there's always comedians with some crazy creativity sometimes. I'll give you an example. Conceal a pineapple in your person. Oof. One of them cut it up in several pieces and put them in their pants. Okay. Okay. I mean, however you can figure it out, you know? Whatever works. I get it. That's an interesting idea for a show. To give them something like broad and they have to think about a way to do it the best way or the fastest way or whatever. Interesting idea. I'm trying to think of the last like newer game show I watched any of. Although I don't know if I count the Harry Potter quiz show they did on TNT like last year or the year before. It was literally just a Harry Potter quiz show they did like 4 episodes of. The Battle of the Houses or whatever. But I don't know if I count that as a full-on game show, even though it was a game show. It was like a limited special. Wake up my boy, he's dazed. You listened to part of that at Blue? Yeah, it could have been better. I certainly a Harry Potter quiz show is actually kind of smart to do in general because there's a lot of lore you can do, plenty of questions. But I feel like the delivery and what they did with the show itself was very not greatly executed. Felt more like manufactured drama more so than an actual good quiz show. But it felt like it had potential to be a real show that could continue on and do more of it. So I kind of hope they do more of it, but they make it a little bit better, you know? Because the idea is right, but it's a little underwhelming, I will say. Of course you'd rather listen to a Star Trek quiz show, Frog. You don't even like Harry Potter, so what the fuck? Of course you're not going to like it for that alone. As a person who likes Harry Potter stuff, I enjoyed it for what it was, but thought it could be better. So that's my take on it. I would rather not listen to a Star Trek show. I will be bored as fuck, because then I won't know any of the answers and I won't care. Never said you never liked Harry Potter. I know, but you are more obsessed with Star Trek is my point. That was my main point. Give me a quiz show about Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. That shit. I'll be interested in that. Give me a fucking quiz show about Star Trek. Even Star Wars, I'd be okay about it, but it wouldn't be my favorite thing. Like, just that kind of shit is like, it's whatever to me, you know? You just prefer Hermione? Hermione, as I called her when I was a child. What are Klingons scared of? I don't know if that's going to be a punchline set up for a joke, Tara, or you're actually asking. Anyway, another task from the Taskmaster show. Throw a tea bag into a mug from the furthest distance. Huh. Tea bag into a mug from the furthest distance. Sounds interesting. Could be fun. By the way, did I mention this thing? This one's called Fafora. We mentioned that earlier, right? So this is probably number 4. Fafora. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Done. Are you number 4 as expected, or are you going to be number 8? Because 4 plus 4. Nope, number 4. Fafora is number 4. No surprise there. Cool. What are Klingons scared of? Truffles. Ah! No! Didn't mean to fall. I'm dead. That's death. That's way too far.
My strength is fading.
Way too far. Damn it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So wait, there's another motherfucker over here? Can I? Oh, I probably have to go around the backside over here. Worf's afraid of bats, like Ace Ventura. Freaking bats. They're not really afraid of tribbles. Tribbles are just dicks to Klingons. Okay. Well, I don't even know what the fuck a tribble is, so here comes Tribble, y'all. No, I don't want to fight. No. And he fucking locked me in place. What a fucking cuck move that was. You're a dick. You're a dick, sir. Stop it! How do I get up there? Can I get up there from over here? Damn it! Fuck those caterpillars. Asshole. Decapitilla. That's right. Decapitilla. Anyway, the MMO you played definitely had those tribbles. They replicated in your inventory every game, every in-game hour, eating your food. There's a whole breeding mechanic around it, but mostly just for fun. Sounds terrible. It does sound like the Final Fantasy Tactics monsters, though. That's funny. The way they multiply. That's pretty funny. Very fitting comparison. I'm not even going to go for that item this time because you're a bitch. How do I get up there? Because the motherfucker's up there, and I don't know how to get up there. I need to get up there. Leave me alone, Capitilla. Oh my god, they're everywhere, dude. Stop locking me in place, asshole.
I fear I approach my limit.
Hang in there. Don't give up.
Oh lord. My chat is now Star Trek trivia time. Okay, well, I'll talk to you guys when you're done. Bye. Man, fuck these guys up there. Let's just go to the story bit for now. Fucking dickbag ass monsters. If they're gonna jump me, I'm gonna get killed every time. I just need to go up a few more levels. It's fine. I was just trying to get to the fucking little bastard ass Nopon that's up there, but I don't even know how to get up there yet, so screw it. I'll figure it out in a little bit. Just go to the story. Let's go talk to Telon and at his house. Oh, there's another moment of silence or quiet moment over here. I'll check that out in a minute though. Telon's laboratory. There's a red behind it. Puroro's favorite. Puroro. Puroro, 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 Puroro. Damn. All the items I've been picking up, I only got one new one. That's disappointing. Alright. Another cutscene. Here we go.
How many times have I told you, you do not go there alone?
But I really needed that material.
Doesn't matter. Why did you disobey me? If something happened to you, we would lose everything.
Tyrea?
Melia?
Huh? Wait a second. You know Melia, big sis?
Tyrea's your big sis.
Fucking Tyrea.
Right. That explains how you came to the capital just in time to save Telon's skin.
Sorry.
Sorry for the trouble. Truly. Although I am glad you were there.
Yeah, you really helped me out, Shulk, Miss Melia. And you too, Kino, Nene.
Tyrea, I didn't expect to see you here, helping Telon with his research.
Yes, well,
Tyrea, she's changed.
Telon, I'm going outside for a bit to get some air.
Got it. I didn't know you all knew Big Sis Tyrea. How'd you meet each other?
Well, that's because Tyrea and I share an older brother.
Huh? Does that mean you and her are sisters then?
Sisters? No. It's rather more complicated. But sisters we are not.
Well, still, that means you know her from way back. What was she like? I've only known her here, in this place, so I gotta wonder how she was before.
She was... She was strong, both in body and in her conviction for doing what she thought was right.
Wow! Pretty much the same as how she is now then. When it comes to our research, she's even more committed than I am.
So she has not forgotten her mother.
Where did you and Tyrea meet?
It was when she saved me from the Fog King.
On a trip to Alchemoth, like today.
What? No. At the time, everyone was still living there.
Before the Fog King showed up.
Yeah, and then after we all escaped, I was kind of on my own, so Tyrea brought me here for safety.
One moment. Teelan, was your father not still around?
My father was killed by the Fog King.
Is that so? I'm sorry.
Teelan just like Kino. Brave little pun.
I think I'll get some air too.
Go ahead. I've still got things to ask Teelan, so I'll stay with him.
Good.
I got to
thank
get
you.
some air too. You mean you're gonna go
Shan't
talk
lie.
to your sister?
Miss Melly, Kino go too. Kino, please read room.
Just sit the fuck down. She's gonna go talk to her sister. Okay.
Tyrea,
Of all the people to meet out here,
how did you...
pure chance. After everything, I wandered aimlessly looking for somewhere to die. Then, at some point, I landed here.
So then, you were here all along?
That's right. And so, when the capital fell here, I thought Mother had finally granted me my boon.
But it was full of Telethia, and survivors cast adrift. Not to mention this Fog King.
Yes, he'd be the one to end it. Or so I thought. Until fate had me save Teelan, and death ceased to be an option.
Your mother, she did not grant you a dying place. She gave you a future by crossing your path with Teelan's.
My helping with Teelan's research is a simple matter of give and take.
If you really believed that, you would not have treated him half so warmly. I can tell that when you look at Teelan, you see family. Even if it was once transactional, his research concerns the future of our race. That fact remains.
The future of the High Entia, huh? And what about you?
Me?
You must have heard. Our brethren in this land are suffering.
Yes.
You are the Imperial successor. The Crown Princess, war or no war. No. Empress now. What will you do about the future of our race?
I have not planned that far ahead. However, I know enough to realize what I must do right now.
I hope to see it. This future you will build for us. And when I do, I hope I'll be able to accept what I now am.
Empress Melia, so you are ready to lead us after all. It shall be my privilege to clear the stones from your path.
This fucking guy. What does that mean? He's gonna clear the stones. He's gonna murder somebody or get somebody murdered. Whatever. What a dick.
Miss Melly, you here?
Did you learn anything from Teelan?
A little.
Oh my god. That's a raid coming in, guys, during a cutscene. But that's a raid. Oh yeah. Thanks for the raid,
Something I
Mara.
wish to discuss with you all.
Maybe wait on the
What
shout
is
out,
matter
or
now?
never mind.
The High Entia who live here now have lost all hope for the future. I have a duty as the Imperial
Oh my god, it
successor.
better fucking
I
counted.
must safeguard their
Oh
future.
my god. And hey,
This will
Vanna,
sound
welcome to the stream, good sir.
Selfish, I know, but Will you stand with me?
Oh my god.
Of course I will, Melia.
And also
Give me
Nene.
my shit, bitch. Thank you.
Must have killed a boss
AJ
and
still
died at the
Chrono
same
Cross?
time. I'm guessing that's what that clip was for. Killing a boss and dying at the same time.
Right.
GG.
Off to Grandel we go.
Lamar, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope your Xenoblade 2 stream went well. Didn't really get to hear most of that cutscene because of the raid and the shout out, but that's fine. No big deal. Alright, anyway. And we're off. No quests here for the moment. So, moving on. I'm going to hit up this this other quiet moment over here and see if I can do it right now. Oh, I'm over it. I'm over it. Still going to complain about it, but I'm over it. Anyway, you made it to Tantal. Sweet. You got Cassandra. Cassandra is one of the blades, right? I don't really remember which blade that is, but sure. Cassandra. Which one is Cassandra? Who needs to hear cutscenes? It's not important. Totally. As we're going to watch another cutscene. Here we go.
Miss Tyrea seem like difficult sort of person to deal with.
Difficult, huh? Maybe so. But she's
I wonder if I was able to watch
this
this if I hadn't already talked to
Miss
Tyrea.
Melia and Miss Tyrea know each other from where?
Well, it's a little complicated to explain.
Complicated how?
I'm just not quite sure where to begin. For one, Tyrea and I had never met until 1 year ago.
Houses
1
too far
year ago.
apart, or
I was not allowed to venture outside. Moreover, I never even knew of her existence. She, on the other hand, seemed to know about me. We never met because work had been busy.
but how Miss Melia never know her? If sisters, then of course she'd know.
That's true. How can I explain this? Tyrea and I have separate parents. Different fathers and different mothers, both.
Meme, in same boat as Nene and Kino then.
Just like you and Kino, Tyrea and I are not related by blood. But we had a half-brother with whom we shared a parent each.
Half brother.
Oh, that makes more sense. Sorry, I didn't take
No
it.
parents in common,
I thought they were actually
but a brother
sisters
we are
through one
both
of the
related
parents.
to. Therefore,
That makes sense, actually.
Tyrea and I are not exactly complete strangers.
Me. Brain of Nene starting to melt.
Starting to
I'm
melt.
sorry. I did say it's complicated.
Nene does not understand. If both have same brother, why cannot be one family together?
Our parents being different, I and Tyrea have led very different lives. We never even met, let alone behaved as a family. Neither knows how to relate to the other, and so we struggle on.
It sounds like Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea both feeling more like Kino.
How do you mean?
Kino also not taught to anyone at first. Very hidey shy.
I don't think I'd call myself or Tyrea shy, exactly.
If want to become good friends, but not know how to put in action, then it's exactly same. But as can see for self, now Nene and Kino super best of friends.
Do tell, how did you two achieve that? Would you teach me the way, please?
Answer is clear as day. Nene prescribed lots of play.
Play.
Lots of play.
Sharing of yummy snacks and sleep together in same bed. If do that, become family in wink of eye.
I'm not sure I can do that with Tyrea. Seems like a lot.
Meh, Nene patience is exhaust. Miss Melia want to be sisters with Miss Tyrea or not?
Yes. I would really like that, I think.
So, now is best and only chance. No time for hemmings and whorings.
Best and only. Hmm? Perhaps you're right.
Okay, then now Miss Melia go and say, "Hey, Sister Bon, come play."
Right now? I need some time to compose myself.
Oh, if Miss Melia must, but have to promise to ask soon.
Yes, I will. One day very soon.
You better. Otherwise, she's going to be very upset. And yeah, this little no pawn in this game, Nene, is very adorable, Marl. I agree. She's one of the most adorable no pawn there's ever been. So is this little green guy we have as well. He's pretty adorable as well.